This is a Lion Barn beat production.
Florida has a plethora of tourism opportunities. The Florida Keys are a 120-mile-long chain of islands at the south end of Florida. And in the lower Keys, there is a spectacular 7-mile bridge which is used in several movies, including Fast and the Furious. U.S. Highway 1, the overseas highway, runs from Key Largo, Isla Madura, Marathon, Lower Keys, and finally to Key West, the most distant and most famous of the Florida Keys. Key West is known as the southernmost city in Florida. It grew prosperous off of shipwrecks and their valuables. In the late 19th century, as navigation improved, those valuables were not so abundant. So there was a decline in Key West. But with a revitalized city, it is now one of the most attractive places in Florida, with over 1 million visitors each year. Though the town is revitalized, it has retained some of its sense of individualism and isolation, somewhat detached from the rest of Florida. Tourist attractions on Key West include Ernest Hemingway's former home, the southernmost point, the lighthouse, and several drinking establishments.
The Everglades. An incredibly unique ecosystem. A subtropical wilderness that supports creatures such as alligators, bottlenose dolphins, manatees, and bald eagles. And amid the mangroves, cypress, hardwood hammocks, and the miles of grass, there are endless opportunities in the Everglades for hiking, bicycling, canoeing, kayaking, boating, camping, and fishing.
There's a lot of great areas in Florida to come to. Jacksonville is one of them. It's one of the oldest cities in Florida and has many historical sites. Furthermore, it's named after Andrew Jackson, one of the great presidents and military leaders of our country. Visit Florida here today.
Is one of the top-ranked challenges to Disney. With its 2 original theme parks, Islands of Adventures and Universal Studios, it brings in a ton of revenue for the state. It also has a nightclub, a city walk, and a ton of other attractions for family and friends to go with. South Beach, one of Florida's sparkling attractions, was actually a very dangerous place to be. But now with the crime rate lowered, it's actually one of the best places to go in Florida. It's very exciting, vibrant, colorful, and there's always cool people to meet.
It currently operates as a launch site for unmanned rockets, and it brings a lot of tourist attention. The Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex offers museums, movies, a rocket garden, and bus tours of important shuttle preparation and launch facilities. Before a rocket launch, the Visitors Complex also sells launch passes, but keep in mind that for safety reasons, the closest approach available is at least 4 miles away, and often much further.
Time is going, ticking on and on, everybody's rushing, gotta get down to the bus.
Tourism. With 87.3 million visitors in 2011, a record number, Florida is the top travel destination in the world. The tourism industry has an economic impact of $67 billion on Florida's economy.
Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, partying. swerving on the highway, cruising so fast I want time to fly. Fun